picks today. We're bringing you three ideas in software. Our guest, one of our favorites, Gil Luria, Head of Technology Research at DA Davidson. Gil, great to see you, and thanks very much indeed for joining us. Start off with Snowflake, would you? They're very big in data storage software.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's just start by saying it's a great time to buy software stocks. If for the last couple of years, technology spend was under pressure and the consumer was strong, that has flipped this year. That's why Microsoft, for instance, was the worst performer mega cap last year and is going to be the best performer this year. And one of the reasons that's happening is that this transition to the cloud continues, not just AI, just the baseline move of on-premise technology to the cloud is continuing to happen, and nobody benefits more than Snowflake. Snowflake provides the analytical database where all the enterprise data is stored and then can be used for reporting and for AI. So as companies do more and more of that, Snowflake is the best position to capture that growth, which is why they're one of those rare companies that can still grow revenue 25% at scale and very profitably.
You've got another one, Dynatrace. Now it provides something called an observability platform. Can you tell us what that is and why you're drawn to Dynatrace?
So this is more of our GARPy pick, the growth at a reasonable price. This is a company that can grow 15% plus for a while longer, but is only trading at 28 times cash flow. What observability is remember that data I was just talking about, all moving to the cloud and all our workflows working into the cloud? Some software has to manage that and make sure there's no mistakes, there's no attacks. If something breaks, how to fix it. That's what observability is, and Dynatrace is one of the leaders, especially for the largest companies, which is the most stable customer base. That's why we think they're going to do very well.
That's interesting. So with software, finding out what's going wrong is often the problem. It's so elaborate. And of course, I don't know if this is still the case. Sometimes software gets built up over years in a chaotic way. They don't always document it. So Dynatrace helps to fix that kind of thing.
That's exactly right. And it's getting more complicated. It's complicated now, and it's getting more complicated because of AI. Those applications are harder to understand what's happening under the hood, and it's companies like Dynatrace that help you do that, that help companies do that, which is why they're so essential and mission critical to their customers.
And then finally, Adobe. People are worried that they might not be a winner in AI because so many cheap tools for creating graphics and movies are available.
Well, that's where we think the big misunderstanding, and that's why that's our value pick. This is a company trading at 18 or 19 times earnings. That's less than market multiple. It's a lot less than comparables like Salesforce. Because of this narrative that AI is a threat to Adobe, we think investors are getting it. It's exactly the opposite. Investors are getting it wrong. These tools that allow you to provide images are integrated into Adobe. Adobe helps marketing organizations, creatives, ad agencies create all their content. But it's not just the image generation. It's not just saying, create me an image. It's starting with what the concepts are, collaborating across people in the organization, then creating an image, then editing it, then producing it, then distributing, then tracking it. These are things that Adobe does that a simple image generator can't do. So we think Adobe is going to actually be a winner from AI, and the market is getting it wrong, which is why it's such a great value.
And they do have, for decades now, they've been a favorite of designers and graphics producers.
And that's not changing. And for companies that have the Adobe software embedded into those organizations, they're not going to rip it out just to make an image a little better somewhere else. They're asking Adobe to integrate those image generators into the Adobe workflow, and Adobe is doing that at record pace. It's giving their customers the opportunity to either use somebody else's image generator or video generator or Adobe's own tool, and it's guaranteeing their customers that there's intellectual property protections, that the data is safe, things that third-party tools, small startups can't really do for those customers right now.
We'd better go. Gil, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.
Gil Luria, Head of Technology Research at D.A. Davidson. Coming up,